Okay, I'm here at the charging station in Jung, and it's actually a Tesla charge station, but fortunately they also put a button that we can use. Okay, so I'm now leaving the charge station. The car is almost full and I'm heading to Gothenburg to buy those wheels. As you can hear, this is a very smooth ride. It's almost completely silent. I've had this car for about a month and I've been driving 200 or 300 kilometers or 1,000 kilometers as of now, and I think it's a really nice car. Of course, it's not a Tesla and it doesn't cost like a Tesla, so for us who cannot really afford that car, this is a very good alternative. And as long as charge stations work, I think this is not too bad. It takes about 25 minutes to fill up the battery, and then I can go for pretty much 150 kilometers, 150 kilometers in one charge, more or less. Always when I start up, it says I can go 180 or sometimes 200 kilometers, but it doesn't quite work out that way, so I would have to be satisfied with 150. And I also would like to save a little bit, not to be stranded in the middle of the road. No real big issues with the car since I got it. It's been running well. The only thing that so far has disappointed me is the app that you use for controlling the car and looking at the status of the vehicle and so on. It's really bad. It doesn't work. Most of the function doesn't work at all, so I'm not sure what they are doing there. And I can see on the internet that it doesn't work in the US and it doesn't work in Europe. You can look at your charge, but it really doesn't work to update. Just stays the same all the time, so you cannot see if you're charging how much it has been charged. So you should also be able to set temperature in the car, so you can heat the car, you can cool the car, but that doesn't work either. So that's the only disappointment that I found so far. This car has the new well, whatever it's called. I can use Apple Carplay, which is really good. The sound is a lot better when you need to plug in your phone. That's the only downside. But on the other hand, the sound from the music player is a lot better than the Bluetooth streaming that I used to do with. I used to use Spotify to stream music, but it's a lot better now. I actually use a new Apple Music app instead, and it's not actually the app that has better sound quality is the fact that you plug it in. For some reason it improves the sound, so it's a lot better to listen to. The music quality from the speakers is a standard, more or less a standard system in this car. It's not the best by far that I've had, but it's good enough, I think. Some people choose the DIN audio upgrade. You get a lot better bass, but I've also heard that it doesn't actually improve the sound quality that much. I'm not sure. I never listened to the other sound systems. I cannot tell. It's got automatic radar function, so I don't need to use the gas pedal. It just dial in the speed that I want to keep, and if cars come up in front of me, then automatically the car slows down. And it works from 0 to, I'm not sure if it's, well, in this car I guess it's up to top speed, because this car doesn't have a huge top speed. So right now I'm behind this RV, so the car slowed down to a little less than 80 kilometers per hour, and I'll see if I can overtake him later on when there's 2 lanes in this road. And the fact that the car has regenerative braking means that I have only used the brake pedal for the last maybe 5 kilometers to actually stop at an intersection, or if there is some other reason for me to stop. So it works very well, and you can change between different brake modes, so you can have really hard braking, or you can choose just to slow down very softly, and it works really well. You change this by changing it on the gear lever. So of course it's an automatic transmission, or direct drive, I should say. There is no actually transmission. You don't have a reverse gear in this car. It's actually the engine that switch direction. So it's direct drive, which of course is good. You don't have you don't lose any efficiency in any transmission, and that works really well as well. So right now I'm doing 110 kilometers an hour, which is at 65 or maybe 70 miles per hour. And as you can hear, the car is very quiet. You can the only thing you hear is the tires. There is no wind noise, actual wind noise in the car at all, or at least I just think it is the tires that I hear. So it's very quiet, very smooth car to ride. I really like it. It's not the biggest car on the market. It's a downside, of course, if you got need for big luggage. I usually don't have many things in my car. Today will be a little bit different. Fitting 4 tires, wheels and tires in the car will test the loading capacity a bit. All my other cars that I've had are usually been bigger cars, but I found that more or less I only drive around with my computer bag and maybe an umbrella, so I don't need much luggage. It's only for a few trips a year, and I'll see how I should handle that. This is what the new Carplay app looks like in the car. These are the apps currently available. I've used it for a few weeks, so I think it's an improvement comparing to just using the Bluetooth. You can see that it has maps, and that is really good because you can program your trip that you're about to take in your living room, and then your mobile phone will keep that until you plug it into the car, so you don't have to do any programming or finding any addresses and things like that when you're driving in the car. So it makes it easier to plan the trip ahead, especially if you, like I, need to do some extra mileage to find charging stations.